Travis from Elliston Equine Solutions. I hope you're doing well wherever you are, and thank you for tuning in to this channel. Today's topic is how to waterproof a pair of chaps. Now that's all region specific. Obviously, if you're in some dry climate and it's a heat of the summer like New Mexico or California, Southern California, Arizona, you probably don't need a waterproof for chaps. But if it's coming winter time, there's going to be snow coming down and there's a lot of rain, you know, like areas Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, Oregon, and so forth. A lot of cowboys and packers like to waterproof their chaps. And this set of chinks is what I'm going to demonstrate. The only materials that you really need is a piece of cloth. In this case, I just ripped up an old t-shirt, or your fingers, to apply a thing called the wax. This is called Chap Wax. This is what I like to put on my chaps. It works very good. It's an outstanding product. You can find in Buckaroo Business. You can find it at any saddle shop. Normally, you talk to anybody, they'll talk about this. It's a long-lasting wax blend that waterproofs. And it's very, very handy. And it's pretty easy to apply. So, to apply the Chap Wax onto a pair of chaps, in this case some chinks, first you want to clean the leather. I've already done that. Different people use different things, and we'll probably make a video later on what I use to clean my leather and then apply a conditioner. Now, I've already done that to this pair of chaps, so we're going to go right into the Chap Wax. Now, Chap Wax, obviously on leather, all it is skin, you want to make sure you're room temperature, or if you want to really open up the pores to leather, you can use blow dryer. Just make sure that you don't overdo it and make it hard. Okay, we just want a warm temperature, enough to open up the pores to apply the wax. Now when you put the Chap Wax on, one coat's not going to do it. It's kind of like painting the walls of a house. You have to put multiple layers of paint on a wall to make sure that there's no light spots going through. Well, it's the same thing with Chap Wax. I'll probably put 7 coats on a pair of chaps to make sure they're waterproof, because I don't want my legs getting wet. You'll say, like, Travis, well, why don't you just wear rain pants? Well, if you've ever ridden rain pants in a saddle, they wrinkle up, they bulge up, they give you saddle sores, and they're just no bueno. They don't work, okay? The branches hit them, they tear, and make a loud noise. It ain't worth it. With chaps, the rain comes on, slides off the wax, comes off the fringe on the bottom, and just helps shred the water, okay? The water comes down, goes down these strings and tassels right here, and helps shed the water off your chaps. That's what it's designed for. It's what's been happening since the 1800s, and it works. All right, so going back to where I was at. I know I went down a rabbit trail there for a second. Okay, so all I do is open up my jug or my jar, grab my little handy-dandy t-shirt, twist it onto my fingers, and I just dab a little bit, as you can see in there, about that much. And I just start one end, and I just slowly apply it. Now I can tell where I'm going because you can see in the video, I don't know if you can see, but shiny here and dull here. So I've applied wax there, and it's that simple. Just like this. Now this can get very tedious, get time consuming. Sometimes you'll be sitting here thinking, man, I'd rather be in the Himalayas herding yaks than doing this, but it is important. Like I said, one coat won't do it. And I'll go pretty fast on this, and I might fast forward on the video. Still trying to learn how to do all that, so bear with me. I'm an analog man in a digital world. Very analog. When you're going around stitching, make sure you really get into that, because obviously that's where holes are from the needle going through the leather. So you want to pay a lot of attention to detail to them areas. That way it don't leak down into your denim jeans. We're rocking and rolling. So far I have very shiny from south to north here. On my chaps. This really ain't that difficult. I mean, it's harder to make flapjacks than it is doing this, let me tell you. Okay, I'll get the top here. Where thick leather is for the waistband. Around to the legging part. And that's all there is to it, folks. I mean, it's not really overly complicated at all. And then whatever I do to one side, do the other. Now, obviously, I'm going to do the smooth side in this case with these pair of chaps. I'm not worried about the rough outside. I'm just worried about the side that's going to be facing the weather. And then I'll just flip it over to this side. And I'll just repeat the process, same as I did the last side. So I hope this helps. Remember, as a wrap up, try to do about 7 times. Let dry, come back. You know, go do something, come back from your chores. Knock it out again. Try to do about 7 coats on this, and you'll have a good set of waterproof pair of chaps, okay? Once again, it's just where it's raining or it's snowing, but it does help. So I hope this helps you out. And once again, it's called Chap Wax. So now you have knowledge, your solution. Take care. Be good. Adios.